Good day and welcome back to another week of Talking Technical. And thank you for all the requests that we do get over YouTube. And some people sent me an email at france@francedeclerc.com. And it's just a pleasure to assist you. And remember, this section is always open to the public. Anyone can ask for a request. Okay, I cannot do 5 or 10 or 3 or 4 of yours, but I can do maybe one. And that's why we allocate this section every week to see what can happen. Well, the first one was Brian. Brian asked me, Frans, what on earth is happening to the South African rand? He says, but this is just going stronger and stronger. But what is happening to the US dollar index? Because it looks like that is where the clue lies, because we know that this is the basket where we measure the performance of the dollar against some of the other big currencies like the euro and the pound and all those beauty Swiss krone and those big currencies. But look what we see here. The dollar index is just going one way, and there you are. It started in January, and since then all the way just down, lower highs. There was a little bit of a blip here, but what worries me now is look what I see. I hope I'm completely wrong, because that can turn the whole scenario upside down. I'm seeing a head and shoulder formation here. I can maybe use that one because that shoulder is a little bit higher than that one. There you are. There's the left shoulder. There's the head. There's the right shoulder. And we bang onto the neckline. Now that tells me that the US dollar index is sitting at a critical point. This is the neckline. But of course, if it bounces off here, you can bet yourself $1 the rand will weaken. But of course, if this neckline turns into a resistance, can you believe it? The South African rand can even go stronger, and we can maybe see 17.56. And I even think on the charts, if you look at it, 17 rand is not unrealistic. So there's two big levels to the dollar index. The first one is that little line there. I just want to draw it. That will give me the first little indication that this head and shoulder formation is starting to show some weakness, that we can maybe see the dollar index to pick up. But where is that level? That level sits at 99.30. And where's the neckline? The neckline sits at 98.89. And where's the level that this can actually go even lower? And I'm going to give you that level is, there you are, 98.67. And by the way, why we look at this chart, that means that the rand is strong. That means that the South African market is doing well because it attracts some money from overseas, because they're selling the dollar, they're coming to buy the rand. And what do they buy when they do rand? They buy some shares. And that is part of the problem, that our market is so beautifully strong. And a lot of people are looking for some buying opportunities, but the index does not give. It just stays there right at the top, because this chart, this one, tells us that the momentum in the dollar index is still to the downside, and that can also create more rand strength and maybe some more local shares to be bought. So interesting, very, very interesting. Let's look at Skuman. Skuman asked, Frans, what do you think about Brait? Now, if we look at Brait here, I mean, this is the company. Can you remember? This was the company that was the dog of the market for so long, because that is where Mr. Visa made that big mistake. And look what happened. The share is slowly but surely picking up. But let's just go to the past, and then you will see where it was. Can you believe it that this company, I will not even show you, it was way above 100 rand, but it's slowly but surely picking up. And look at, we see all the way higher lows. And I think Skuman, if you want to buy it, the momentum is still to the upside, but I will look at this little trend line. This trend line tells me that yes, the momentum is to the up and everything looks okay, but we on our way to test this trend line, this support line. And if I look at this chart, and remember, this is a daily chart and it's a line chart. If I look at this chart, I'm seeing a rising wedge, and maybe it can pull back all the way to this 50-day moving average sitting at 205. But my first sign of warning will be below 2 rand and 20 cents, 2 rand 19 cents. It will give me a warning signal, and then it can move all the way back to this 205 for the 50-day moving average, and maybe there you can buy it again. But I mean, what a recovery from 70 cents to R2.30. Nobody wants to touch the share because they burnt themselves to pieces. Let's just have a look here. I'll just show you. And that is just another way of telling you that, remember, a share can go lower. I just had somebody this morning in the office saying, but Frans, the only thing you do is you just buy a company, you leave it, you wait. And I mean, can you believe it that this company was on its heyday 122 Rand a share? Now it's R2.20. And what happens? A lot of people lost a lot of money and they burned their fingers to pieces, because what happens? That shares can also go down. And then people say, yeah, but Frans, you should have locked in your losses and you just walked away. I can tell you now, if you are a real long-term buyer, those people do not take stop losses. They just sit on the share because they are 100% convinced that that share will definitely recover at some stage. Let's have a look at Renergen. June asked about Renergen. Now, Renergen is one of those companies, everybody wrote them off. We wrote about it in the candle of the day, and the share really surprised us. It gave a little bit of a breather here, then it rallied up. Then it was almost like higher lows, and now suddenly the share is the favorite of the market at R14.16. Beautiful rally to the top. The only thing that worries me, I think we're sitting here on a lamp pole formation. But remember, this company is in the news now. They involved with gas. Nothing can go wrong. And they said the other day that they will probably go into production quite soon. And that's why the share is going up. So unfortunately, Eugene, I don't think you must chase it now. If you want to chase it, it's purely momentum. And as you guys know, I am not a momentum trader. I will look for something like a reversal there right at the bottom. When you saw that Morningstar, I did not buy it, but I mean, there was the classical sign there, Morningstar, after a beautiful sell-off, and then it bounced, and look at it, there was another beautiful dragonfly doji candle telling you that it can go higher, but this thing is just flying. It is sitting at 14 Rand and 27 at the moment. Everybody is looking for Impala for a little bit of a pullback. And Toast asked about it. He says, Frans, when can we buy Impala? Because we want to buy Impala, and we want to get involved with the what we call the platinum index. But I mean, Impala, look at it, beautiful rally. We wrote about it for the candle of the day, but I mean, who could ever think that in April the share was at 84? It's sitting at 152 Rand. It's almost 100% bounce. Once again, I think it's time to sit on your hands, wait for these shares to come back. Yes, they can still go to 300 Rand, but there's a gap. That gap is between 146.13 and it closes at 145.61. And I mean, even there's a tiny little gap here. This gap is sitting at 106.10 and it closes at 105.70. But as with all the platinum shares, I'm talking about Valterra, the old Anglo Platinum, Impala, Sibanye, all those companies, they are all telling us that they using the $1,000 for platinum as the floor price, and above that they're happy. And now we've seen palladium is also 1,000. They're happy. That's why they chase these shares. But I mean, if you are not in them, wait for a pullback. Even if you can wait for a pullback back to the trend line, it's maybe a wise move to just wait there, because often it comes back, and that will be around 129 Rand for Impala. Then get involved to chase now the momentum right at the top. After you've seen a lamp pole formation, we've seen it before, it comes back. Look at it, beautiful lamp pole formation, pull back, beautiful lamp pole formation, it should pull back. Time to just sit on your hands and wait a little bit. Let's have a look at Sibanye. Same thing. Theo asked about it. He said, Frans, I want to buy Sibanye. He said, you know what, at 14 Rand, I was so scared. I didn't want to buy the share. And now it's sitting at 32 Rand and I want to buy it. And now I'm so sick and tired of myself that I did not buy. I'm disappointed. Same thing here. Look at it. Beautiful rally. Came back a little bit. Beautiful rally. Well, that did not even come back. It just rallied all the way to the top. So for me, I will say wait for a pullback. There's the trend line. That's your support line. Maybe that is the way where it will come back, because that's your 50-day moving average. It rallied way above the 50-day moving average. We see that plenty that it will come back to that support line. So maybe just time to wait. I know everybody wants to buy the platinum counters. Wait for a pullback. Wait maybe for the palladium and the platinum price to get below 1,000. I see there's a strong support at $865. And I mean, they early plays. They can go a lot higher. But if you're not a momentum trader, maybe wait for a proper pullback before you get involved with the platinum counters. Well, that's all we've got time for. Visit our website, www.fransdeklerk.com, for more info, and we will chat again.